everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while again. I guess that's how life goes right now with a baby and work, and it's just chaos all around. Today I am joined by Avi, who is just chilling on the couch. And last time I filmed a pen video, I think it was actually currently inked video. I'm not counting journaling videos. We were in our old place, which is like a vacation home where we were temporarily, and now we're actually in an apartment that we can stay in long term. Now we can also do our own decorating and have our own stuff. If I look tired, it's because I am. We have a sweet bottler. She's like in between a baby and a toddler right now, and she's going through some sleep thing. She used to sleep through the night. Now, not so much anymore. So, wake up a lot. Anyway, I wanted to talk about pens today, and specifically I have two limited edition TWSBIs that I have not talked about yet. Now, if you've watched my channel a lot, you know that I'm obsessed with TWSBI Ecos, and that at some point I was like, I gotta collect them all. I'm not that anymore, but I do really like some of the special editions, and I'm going to talk about two today. And of course we're going to switch a shot. As you can see, only one is inked, but I'm still going to show you both, and I'm doing both in one video because we've talked about the Eco a bunch before, and I don't think we have to do that specifically about each of them separately. Anyway, I think we should switch the shot and get to looking at these Ecos. Alright, here are the Ecos, and one is called the Amazonite, and that's this specific one. And then this one is the Serpentine with bronze, and both are special editions, but they're sort of special editions of different calibers. So special editions come in different price points, and the ones with the like metallic little button right here on the cap end are more expensive than the ones with the just plastic cap. Otherwise, basically the same. They have a metal ring here, the more expensive ones, but like the nib is the same. The piston mechanism is the same. So it's just that it's made to look a little bit more premium. The Amazonite is like a beautiful light green turquoisey color. It has silver hardware, and it just feels very summery to me. It is all around very nice to write with, but it is just like a TWSBI Eco, right? It's just different because it doesn't have the solid colored cap and piston knob. Barrel is clear, like mostly all TWSBIs. They love a demonstrator, but the difference is this is not a solid color. It is marbled, and it's very lovely. It's very pretty in real life. I don't have it inked right now because I just have other pens inked, but I definitely really like this one. The Serpentine with bronze, I'd say I like it more, right? I love the bronze color of the hardware. It just looks a little more elevated, and then it's not just like two-tone material. There's multiple colors in there, like Serpentine, and it looks kind of marbly, but it's just very interesting and very different from what we've seen from TWSBI before, which is really nice. This dot, I don't know if all of them have this dot or if it's just a coincidence with the material, but it looks really funny to me because it's so centered. It's like, oh yeah, this is the piston knob with a beautiful red dot. But all in all, basically the same pen, right? Just lovely different finishes. The nib finish is also different. So when you buy one with, for example, the bronze in the name, the nib is also a different color. Nib is basically the same, it's just a different color. But the feel is definitely the same as the regular nibs that are uncoated. Sometimes with a coated nib, they can get a little more scratchy. They're not supposed to, because like the actual tip of the nib, the part you write with, should not be coated. but sometimes I feel like it does influence the writing experience. For example, I have one with rose gold trim and a rose gold nib, and it is definitely more scratchy than other TWSBIs or Ecos that I have. Now, regular TWSBI Ecos tend to go for around $35. The Serpentine is definitely more expensive, and I think I paid about $65 for it. I think in the States it's cheaper. I've seen it for around $50, which I think is very doable. Like, I know it's the same pen, but it does look quite a lot more premium. The Amazonite should be a little bit cheaper, like a regular Eco, around $35. So if you want a special edition Eco but not break the bank, I think this is a really good one, the Amazonite, because you do get that marbling effect, but not that premium price point. If you don't mind spending a little more and you find this color way more interesting, I mean, I really like this one. It's a delight to write with. I'll show you a writing sample in a second. I do have to say my camera setup is really jank right now because I don't have a tripod, so I might not be able to zoom in on that, but we'll see. If I had to choose which one I like more, I think it's this one. I think it's the Serpentine. It's just really nice. I think it is actually one of my favorite Ecos. I still really love the glow purple and the glow, I think it's green, and the jade. Those are like the milky capped ones, and glow in the dark, but this one is just really special to me, even though it's just an Eco. All right, so on this pen, we have a fine nib. You can probably not see it, but it's a fine nib, and I like most nibs on Ecos. The broads are, I think, my favorite, but I have so many, so I don't think it's good to get another one of those. It's harder to change the nibs on these though. You could put a silver toned nib in here easily, but it just looks off, right? So, and for all of my other Ecos, I can just switch them around. TWSBI Eco Fine. It's very smooth. This is not one of the nibs that has that little scratchiness because of the coating. It's perfectly fine. And then I tried to match the ink a little bit, although the pen looks much darker, but there is like tinges of green. This ink is by Rohrer and Klinger, R&K, and it's old gold green. I bought these together. I was looking for an excuse to actually order this ink because I do really like it. And one of my favorite nibs I used this in ever is my Lamy 2000. It's a really good shader, and normally I'm kind of like a sheen queen, but for this ink, shade is all the way fine. But yeah, these are the two Ecos that I wanted to show you guys. I hope this was informative. Both should still be available. I could find them online, so you should be able to. It's been a while since I've talked about pens like this, and I don't know if I'm still able to do it, but I'm still gonna try. I'm currently on summer break from work, so I should have some more time. But yeah, parent life. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and listening and sticking with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.